Okay.
Hello?
Yes. Very good morning. So I think Srikanth is not in today, Peter. So if we'll get started in 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. Hey, Barsha, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay. I think we'll get started. So please go ahead, Barsha. Then I'll the agenda for today is a quick a couple of product updates, but we are going to deep dive a bit into the trending charts and also a little bit of updates onto the asset documentation. We did show you a version one of it. Got a lot of good feedback, so just wanted to take some time to show you the I won't say a major upgrade, but updated version where we are trying to make it a one-stop shop. So yeah, that's the agenda today, and we'll take up the questions as you all have. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Barsha, if you're not talking, I'll start. Or is
Yeah, whichever. I mean,
yeah, please start.
yeah. Okay. So I think before we deep dive into the reports and the asset documentation, just a couple of updates we have. A new dashboard, mean time to patch. So this basically measures that, how long in days it is on an average taking for the patches to be applied to the vulnerabilities. So this is at the company level currently, and this is how it looks like. Next slide, please. Wherein, yeah. So if you hover over each of these bars, you can see what are the applications and higher MTTP, which means mean time to patch means there has been a longer delay between the detection and the remediation. So that's patching delays basically. And lower MTTP, for example, as we can see here, .NET, Microsoft Teams. So it means that the user has taken immediate action upon the vulnerabilities that has been detected. So prompt remediation. So that's how we are building this dashboard, and this is across months, as you can see. The next one is we also introduced a debt filter. This was from one of our partners who wanted to see in the patch jobs, since there is a huge list and sometimes the user may get lost in the ones which has successfully completed and the ones which probably are in pending state. So in order to have better visibility, and if the user wants to know for which all dates the patch jobs have run. So for that, we have introduced this date filter in the patch management section. Next.
Yeah.
So that's it. The similar filter that we have in other pages. And over to you, madam, for asset documentation.
Yeah. So I'll quickly cover two things, and I would say that probably the data is already available in production. The first thing is around, one of the I would say probably when we spoke to partners across many regions, they wanted to kind of have a trend report where they can explain the security posture. So with that, keeping that in mind, we had to get the trending data. Again, this required a bit of platform updates because trending data can be very cool, but at the same time, we just didn't want to kind of create any sort of trouble with the platform. So that was the reason it took a little longer. So this is a report which is already available. It's called the Vulnerability Trend Report. What you get is basically you will get a trend of the affected assets the last 30 days. So that shows like how the vulnerability exposure across the assets are and how is it changed over a period of time. So this is for 30 days, and as in when we get more data, we'll try to see if we can get it for 3 months or 6 months. But that's something we just started over the last month, so we are capturing the data internally. So this is available for all the partners, and you can download the report at any point of time right now. The next one is the risk score trend. So again, it reflects the changes in the overall risk security based risk based on the detected vulnerabilities. So you can see the chart here as to how the score trend has fallen in the midway, and then again it has gone up. So again, these are very actionable reports. So that's the reason we think these were the important key things which you have to put it in a security poster slide. Again, we are capturing it month-wise. So month over month, you will get this data. The second thing is the EPSS score trend. This is again a critical thing for how you kind of deal with the vulnerabilities. So this is again available over the last 30 days. Again, we'll extend it beyond a particular period of time. I would say 3 months should be available very soon. Uh, Vulnerability trend. Yeah, this possibly is probably the interesting report where you get the overall vulnerability discovery rate. So, for example, in the month of June, you can see 9 June there were probably very a high number of not criticals, the high. Then the critical was probably a little higher on the 2nd June. So these trends you will be able to kind of capture it in this report. Then you also have the month-wise trending graph for this. So how did it behave the previous month and how have you been doing the current month, right? So in terms of vulnerability trending and remediation is something which is very critical. So this is also available in the graph right now. This is the assets, right? So we are capturing like a list of the CVs and the asset counts associated with that. So this will again give you a very actionable list on how to kind of plan your remediation and go on, so on and so forth. So at high level, we wanted to kind of capture this in this report. This is one of the first trending reports we have. So the affected assets, the risk score movement, the vulnerability trend, the asset to CV mapping. So in terms of we want you to kind of give more feedback so that it gives better executive visibility. And at the same time, again, this has come from, I would say, 2, 3 partners across regions who have actually reviewed it and given us feedback over a period of time. So happy to take up any more additions into this, right? So this is something which we have is available right now. So after the vulnerability testing, I just wanted to kind of quickly show you the updates with respect to the asset documentation. So if you just remember, like 3 weeks back, we gave you an interface where you could go to the asset page and kind of provide the details around the assets. So what we have done right now is it's going to move under the premium edition, and there you can see something called a doc nest, and that's the name which is planned. We will be able to kind of do a bulk import of all the assets. So today, for a company, if you have 200 assets, you can be able to do a bulk upload, and you can enter all the required details, right from the warranty start date to the purchase date to the deployment date, and also the PO documents are associated with it. So this is available, we will shortly make it available. So you will be able to upload the CSV, and then you'll be able to see as to whether it got uploaded or how if it failed for certain reason. So we are going to check the IP, host name, and the MAC. We are not going to allow anything kind of which is not part of the company. So that those assets will never get imported. So what you see in the assets page is what will be allowed to have the documentation. So this is the left side where we are allowing the CSV import. This side, what you see is basically we want to kind of give details around how to how are we doing in terms of the asset information. So again, it's almost the same fields, but a little more streamlined the way we are kind of capturing it. We are going to capture based on the warranty, life cycle, asset relationships, where we capture the upstream and downstream asset, the purchase and deployment date, and then the PO numbers. So you will have a plethora of information which you can feed in. Of course, some are mandatory, some are optional. Uh, and then we are going to provide you the status, where we are going to tell you whether the asset information is, all the information is completely filled, and are all the 3 or 4 required documents updated or not. So you can have a complete actionable view here as to whether your asset documentation is ready. Now, once this is done, we'll also be, we are going to kind of provide you reports, which will look like this. So what you're going to get is the full asset inventory, which has the documentation. We are going to get you the warranty expiry, which is approaching, right? If it's less than 60 days, it will get captured here. So our partners can go and capture that. Anything end of life, anything less than 90 days, this is going to get captured. This will come as a report. Assets with no backup will be captured. Assets with their remote access is not enabled. These things will be captured as part of the document. And of course, delayed deployment. If you have purchased an asset for a particular period of time and you haven't deployed it, it's something which you want to kind of look at. So we're going to make this report as part of the asset documentation. Apart from this, in the same view, we are going to also get company documentation. That's something which is in the works, but we just want to little perfect this a bit and then show you the company documentation. Yeah, so this is, and of course, you'll have audit logs as who updated the asset documentation, who uploaded the PO document, the warranty document. So all that will be available in the audit logs. And this is going to be under the premium. And again, the 2 main differences is allowing a bulk upload. We are going to give it actionable as asset insights. And you'll be sure that you're going to have this information or not have this information. So that is going to be available in this module. So yeah, this is what I wanted to cover today. Apart from this, I think in terms of the issues, I would say the known issues, which was around the duplicate assets, the external scans, just a quick update that we had very significant updates in the last few days after the agent release, plus in terms of how we kind of tackle the external scans. So we are kind of working through that and making sure it works very well, and the team is all hands on deck with that. So I think those 2 problems is something which was, I think, a bit of a pain for a lot of our partners, but hopefully it should reduce very quickly. Okay, so yeah, is there any questions from this one? I don't see a chat. Okay. Okay, Ryan and team, any updates from your side on the boot camp, or anything, or any information you want to share from your end? Please do so. I'm not sure if. Okay. Ryan, if you're there, I would allow to hear you speak. Otherwise, I think, okay, no questions. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate the inputs we are getting, and have a good weekend, upcoming weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.